Hello and welcome to today's edition of The Exchange. Douglas Jonas, your host. We're live on the floor right now with Mike Buckius. He is the CEO and portfolio manager at Gateway Advisors. Mike, thank you for joining.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So obviously we're here at the home of ETFs. You've got a bit of an announcement. I'm sure it's ETF related. Let us have it.
Sure. Yeah, we're here today to talk about the Natixis Gateway Quality Income Fund. That's our first offering of an actively managed, fully transparent ETF. It's an options income-based ETF, 34 basis points, and we're excited to roll this out with the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah, we've got this new ETF, but Gateway Advisors, this is the first time you're coming in. Tell us a little bit more about Gateway.
Sure. Gateway is kind of a pioneer in low volatility options-based investment programs. We were founded in 1977, right around the time that the options exchanges in Chicago were getting started. And the idea behind the firm then was to develop strategies to manage risk and generate cash flow for investors based on the new tools that the options exchanges were rolling out in the late 70s. As that market has developed and matured, so has our firm. So we've been doing this for 45 years. We've seen bull markets and bear markets. We've seen high and low volatility periods and high and low interest rate regimes. Our flagship product, the Gateway Fund, has been around for 36 years. So we've got a long track record doing what we do.
So you've got a long track record. This seems like people keep talking about income strategies. How is this ETF sort of fit into all that? How does an advisor think about this in a portfolio?
Sure, we think that the strategy and the fund itself can really appeal to investors that are looking for income. And there seems to be no shortage of people looking to build income into their portfolios. Models, investors, portfolios that are really seeking to generate high levels of current income to support distributions or activity like that. We also think it has a place in portfolios for equity investors that are a little bit more defensive, a little bit more conservatively positioned. We think that there's value there as well.
Yeah, I want to stay on that if I could,
Sure.
And dig a little deeper. There are certainly a number of ETFs out there that are saying, hey, we're income generator. Is this ETF different in some way? Is that the play? You know, how is it a little bit different?
Sure, it is. You know, our strategy combines really two of our core competencies: quantitative equity investing and options-based income generation programs. We start with a portfolio that emphasizes quality at the core of the ETF. Quality is a pretty exciting factor that's widely followed. We like it because it focuses on companies that generate lots of cash flow, have strong balance sheets, are very good to shareholders in returning capital through dividends and buybacks, and have low levels of leverage. We think the research shows that quality companies tend to perform very well over the long term. We like that. That's a unique feature of ours. A lot of our competing funds in that space are either looking at the market passively or focusing on other factors. Quality is something that we think is unique that we're building into our strategy. And the other interesting thing I think that makes us unique is the cash flow generation. We're using a disciplined, systematic option selling strategy to generate a robust level of cash flow to support our monthly distribution. We only do that on a portion of the assets of the fund. We think that a critical part of our strategy is balancing the current distribution, the current cash flow to support the dividend, but also give investors the unhedged or uncapped exposure to the long-term appreciation of the market.
Yeah, and we were talking a little bit about this. For an investor and advisor, right? I mean, we're trying to do the best we can in a short amount of time. Ticker symbol GQI.
GQI.
Where do they go to learn more about some of the strategy?
Sure,
here?
they can go to imnatixis.com or simply search for GQI ETF on the web.
Easy to do. And of course, you can find more on our website, etfcentral.com. Just go to that free ETF search screener, put in GQI, and you'll find out everything about this ETF. Again, very excited. Thank you for joining us live from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, the home of ETFs.